Hello and welcome back. My name is Lily and this is Lily's Lunch Bunch, the podcast. Today I'm joined with
Ella. Hi.
Say hi. This is my roomie, guys. Woo! Woo! All right, Ella. Hi. How are you? How's your week been so far?
Oh, not too bad. Just stressed with school, but
Stressed with school. She's a nursing major, guys.
Yes.
She works hard.
So hard.
Future healthcare worker right here. All right, Ella, starting off with the basics. What is your favorite song right now, and what is your favorite sad song?
My favorite song right now is I'm Good, Love, and Joy by Erin May. Literally such a good song. Love it so much. And then my favorite sad song right now is Tourniquet by Zach Bryan. He's so good.
Little Zach Bryan action.
Yes.
My favorite song today has to be Jackie and Wilson by Hozier. Love that song. Holy shit. And my favorite sad song is definitely an Adele song. I think When We Were Young. What's that new song she came out with? I want to say All Too Well, but I know that's a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah. Taylor on the mind.
Taylor. Yes, Taylor's always on the mind, guys. Have you seen the clips of Taylor and Travis Kelce at her concert?
Yes.
And she runs into his arms. Oh my god.
And then when she sings her song and she's talking about the guy on the cheese.
Yeah, it's
oh my god.
Karma's the guy on the cheese coming straight home to me. Oh, dead, died. That is so fun. What do you think of Travis and Taylor?
I think they're cute. I hope they work
cute.
out because Taylor's been through a lot.
It's her 13th boyfriend. And 13's her number, so
that is. Maybe it's her lucky number.
I think it's going to work out. I'm rooting for Travis and Taylor. Mm-hmm. We love you guys. All right. Do you have any tea you want to talk about today? We went to a little place called Bushwhackers last week. Do you have any stories from that night you want to share with us?
Not really that many stories. We just danced, partied. Lily hit a 900 score on the punching machine like a boss.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. She beat all the guys that went after her too. So
yeah. All the guys after me, 800, 850, 906, baby. Yes. I showed that video to my mom this weekend, and she was like, dang.
I showed that video to my mom too.
Oh. I love that.
I was like, my roommate will protect me if anything ever happens. She'll
Don't
keep me
mess
safe.
with me. Guys, I'm coming for you. All right, so a little background on Ella for our listeners. Like I said, she's my roommate. She is the best roommate ever. We met about halfway through this semester. Yeah, and she's the best. She transferred from KU in Lawrence.
Rock Chalk.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk, go KU. What was your experience like there? What was it like going to a big D1 school like that?
It was a lot of fun. I will say not very focused on school, which as a nursing major, you can't really not be focused on school. So it was fun while it lasted. I did just all my prereqs there, so it wasn't too important, but I really enjoyed it. But coming to a smaller school like this has definitely helped me focus on my education.
Gotcha. Do you have any crazy memories, big school atmosphere type of thing?
Definitely my freshman year when KU won the basketball Natty Champs. That was insane. Everyone went down to Mass Street, which is the little downtown area, and there was just people everywhere celebrating our awesome school. Nice. And you were also in a sorority for a period of time while you attended KU. Which sorority were you in? What was the experience like? What was the best and worst memories? Give us the deets. I was in Kappa Delta at KU, and I enjoyed it for a period of time. It was fun. I got to meet a whole lot of new people, which was great. Just because coming from an outside state and coming in with nobody I knew, it was super awesome to meet people. And then after a while, people kind of started showing their true colors a little bit. It got a little bit more stressful. Being around 200 girls all at the same time is definitely interesting and a lot. But I thought it was pretty, I liked it, but not for, not personally for me. Gotcha. And my favorite memories would probably just be hanging out at the house with everyone. We would sit in what was called the comfy, which is just a giant living room full of couches and a TV and stuff. It is so fun. And we just watch movies and hang out. So that was fun. Yeah. I don't really have many bad memories of being in the sorority. Just some personable issues, what everyone goes through. Right. Just some little cat fights. Just little things like that. But nothing I would resent on. Gotcha. Okay.
I love that it was called the Comfy. That is so fun.
Yes.
Did your like high school or did KU have any like other like common areas that had like weird names? Because I feel like schools do that.
Yes. Okay. So we had. I'm trying to think of them now.
Because okay, where I went to high school, our like commons area was called the Pit, and it was literally like a 3-tiered hole in the middle of our school.
Oh my gosh.
And you just hang out. Like it was like little steps you could sit on, but it was like a literal pit in the middle of
Interesting.
It was so fun. Like the upperclassmen got to sit in the pit.
Oh, yeah.
And the sophomores and the freshmen had to sit somewhere else. That was great. I loved the Pit.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything that we like specifically had a name for, but I mean people just go hang out everywhere around campus.
Yeah.
It's such a big campus that like not everyone would go to the same places all the time because I mean for me personally, some of my classes were like 30-minute walks away. So
that's crazy.
It's just such a large campus that like there's not one specific spot
Yeah.
that we would just go to all the time.
Huh. That is wild. Because Midland's like 2 blocks.
Yeah.
2 city blocks. It's not that big. But that's an experience. I'm very nervous. I'm going to a D1 school in the spring, and I'm very, very, very nervous.
I think you're gonna love it.
Hope so.
It's a lot of fun.
I hope so. I don't know. I'm not as sociable as you. I feel like you're very
Oh my gosh,
easy
don't
person
even-
to talk to.
I was so scared going to KU for my freshman year because I was like, what if I don't meet anybody? Like, what if, just like all the what ifs in your head, like, oh my gosh, there's going to be like 1,000 new people coming and I'm going to be around them all the time.
How did that play out for you?
I loved it. I thought it was fun. Like, I'm like slightly antisocial. Like once I get to talking to somebody, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like we're having a great conversation.
Yeah.
But like getting to that point of like actually going up to somebody and being like, hey, like, what's up?
Yeah.
It's very terrifying.
Yeah, no, with you there.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for your insight. Moving on to something a little less serious. How long do you think you'd survive in a zombie apocalypse? Be 100% honest.
Okay.
Because you work in a hospital. I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You see, like, I think I would last, like, a pretty, like, decent amount of time until it gets, like, down to the nitty-gritty, like, zombies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, at the beginning, I'd be like, okay, like, I think I could do this.
Yeah.
But once it gets to the point where, like, there's only a couple people left,
Yeah.
I would definitely be a goner.
Yeah. I think, like, living in the sized town that we do, I think we could both, like, make it out.
Yeah.
Like, make it to the countryside, find, like, some abandoned house to set up in.
Live in the middle of nowhere. And
Yeah, but, like, once we have to start, like, foraging off the land and
I'm
stuff,
out.
like, once I have to build a fire, I'm over for me.
See, I like went camping a lot as a child, but like once we started like getting into high school and stuff, we stopped. It's like I never learned any of like the live off yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the other hand, if my brother was with us, he's an Eagle Scout, so like he
could get us through. We
Yeah.
gotta call up your brother
Yes.
before the cell lines
Yes.
die. Yeah. That would be great. What would you raid from Walmart? Like, what are the go-to items you grabbing?
probably like what's the best way to kill a zombie? Do you know?
I would
Like,
think
is
like
there a way
a
to-
knife,
a knife?
taped, like a
Yeah.
spear.
Like a long
spear.
knife.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a long knife.
And then probably like, a lot of like ramen or like food.
How do we cook it without boiling water though? That's the
Fire. We can figure out a fire. Get some lighters. We'll get lighters.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Lighters, there
We're
we
buying
go.
lighters. We're buying ramen. Getting clean water.
Clean water.
Grabbing so much clean
like the
water.
gallon like jugs
Yes,
of
yeah,
water. We
yeah.
could get some of those.
Yeah.
We could get maybe some like coloring books to keep us like occupied
Ooh.
because
All right.
I don't know. I feel like I get really bored really fast.
I think I'm grabbing like beef jerky, beef sticks.
Ooh.
I could
That's a
live
good
off
one.
those.
That's a
Jar
good one.
pickles, obviously, because I need pickles
I love
in my
pickles.
life. And I feel like they have like a longer shelf life than most like fruits and vegetables.
Just because they're jarred. I mean, if you don't open them, they don't
Yeah.
really go bad.
Yeah.
So if you like make them last.
Yeah. Okay, so we got water, we got pickles, we got beef jerky, we got ramen,
Yes.
clean water. I think I already said that. But
A spear. Don't forget the spear.
Spear. Yeah.
Probably multiple, just in case it like gets stuck in the zombie and we can't get it back. You know?
Well, also like I'm thinking like classic zombie movie. You got a chainsaw.
Oh, that would be a good one.
That would be
We could get a
fun.
chainsaw.
Chainsaw, and then like for some reason, like you know how all guys think they could land a plane if they needed to.
Yeah.
I think I could shoot a bow and arrow with no
That's
experience.
what
Like
I
I feel
was
like I could just
thinking.
go
I feel like
Katniss
Katniss-
Everdeen.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I think it would work out.
I think it'd work out. I think we'd survive a little while, but
Yeah.
definitely like once the resources run out,
It's over.
I'm like, all right. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Yeah.
Go skydiving without the parachute.
Girl. With the kind of celebrity thing, have you heard of the new movie coming out?
Oh my gosh, I have to see it.
I'm
so excited. I grew up on those movies. Like, I read the books.
Yes.
Not the new. I haven't read the new book, like the one that's based on the movie.
Uh-uh.
But like, I've read all the books. I've watched all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
I think
good.
it looks really interesting. So I'm really excited. We should go watch it. What does it come out? That's the question.
I think it's like around Thanksgiving. Like, I think it's around like now.
Perfect.
Like soon.
Let's go see it.
Yes.
That's our plans after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What sources do you get your news from? Like, do you like find stuff out through TikTok, through Instagram? Do you like hear it through people?
Probably a lot of TikTok. I've seen so many things on TikTok. It's just like my parents watch the news every morning, and I grew up watching the news every morning before school. But now that like I live on my own, I don't really like the first thing I think of in the morning. Oh, I should turn on the news.
No, and we don't have cable.
No,
on our TV.
Yeah, no. And so I usually just like scroll through TikTok in the morning, and I find out what like everything that happens. Like the Euphoria director dying.
Oh, no more season 3.
So sad. I don't know if they're gonna make one. I mean, they could, but it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah. Well, like the Rick and Morty voice, he got like arrested, but they're still making the next season.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's coming out like right now. I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
So the Rick voice doesn't sound so different, but like the Morty voice definitely sounds different. So I wonder if they'll keep like doing it. Were they in the middle of like shooting it?
I have no idea because of like the whole like what is it, the strike that the actors and stuff were going through.
I think that got resolved.
I think it did too, but I don't think they ever started like
the
new season, because what I saw last was like the new season wasn't going to come out for like another like year or two. Like it was going to be a while.
Yeah, so they just might not.
Yeah, I might just
What did it leave off on? I've never actually watched Euphoria.
Oh my gosh, it left off on there's so much to explain, but like basically
spoiler alert.
The guy, his name is Fez. He's like a drug dealer or whatever. His little brother, like not really his brother, but like they were raised together, is like trying to save his big brother. And so then like the cops come and like raid their house. And then Ashtray decides to like start shooting at the cops.
Ashtray's name's Ashtray?
His name's Ashtray. That's the little brother. Girl. And so he starts like trying to like shoot at the cops, and the cops are like shooting at him through a door. Geez. And so like
that's dramatic.
It left off on cops shooting at Ashtray through the door, but we don't know if he's alive or dead.
We
or, like,
need to know.
Happened. Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. Make season 3.
Yeah. No. And now I'm gonna have to make you watch it because it's so good.
There's so much porn.
Yeah,
there's so many like
very,
sex scenes.
Explicit.
I tried watching it at like home.
You can't watch it at home.
No, not on my parents' TV.
It has to be like by yourself on your laptop, like in your own room.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even watch it like on my TV, like in my room at home, because like the
thought,
the noise, the thought, like
not the noise. Gross.
But that's all I was like, So then I have to like watch it on my iPad or like my laptop and put my AirPods in. Yeah. And so like they couldn't like see like
AirPods in with sound canceling headphones on top. Like,
yes. No, nothing.
No. But I would like to watch Zendaya, and I love Zendaya.
Me too.
But I also love Tom Holland. Tom Holland, Zendaya. I always talk about him. Which celebrities or TV shows like do you have a current like obsession with? Like, what are your go-tos right now? Besides Adventure Time, because we watch Adventure Time almost every night.
We've been binge watching it because our other roommate Vanna has got us like. I watched Adventure Time as a kid, but like I hadn't watched it since. And then Vanna was watching this like spin-off show of it, and we're like, okay, well now we have to like rewatch the actual show so we understand what's happening because it didn't really make sense.
Yeah, Fiona and Cake was good. That was a spin-off show. I actually really liked that. I watched that, and now I'm watching all of the seasons, which there's like 6.
There's more than 6.
There's like 8 seasons, and there's like 20 episodes per season, guys. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we're on like season 5.
Yeah, I think so. So I would say that I've had a long-standing obsession with Gilmore Girls. It's such a good show. My best friend Hannah showed it to me once, like a couple years ago, and like we started watching it, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, I was watching it last night, and even Lily walked in, and she's like, "It's kind of like blurry and great."
Yeah, it's kind of vintage.
Yeah, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, I had never seen anything like it, and then I was like getting into it and like learning all the characters and stuff, and I just like haven't stopped watching it since.
That's so fun.
It's so good.
What about like celebrities? Do you have any celebrity obsessions?
I'm trying to think. I don't think like any like celebrities have really like popped out to me right now.
Gotcha. All right. No shame in that.
Yeah, no.
Tom Holland, Joe Carey.
Yeah.
Hit me up. But, okay, meme intermission.
Yes.
What's a meme or TikTok sound that's been stuck in your head lately?
Okay, ignore my awful singing, but it's the one where it's like, who's that wonderful girl? Could she be any
That one?
Yes.
I was the, like, Muppet, and she's, like, walking around in Princess Tear. I love that sound.
And then, okay, I have another one
Yeah.
that I just finally got, like, obsessed with, and it's the one where it's, like, all of, like, the rappers dancing to the, like, oh, gosh, I need to...
Oh, where they're dancing to, like, the Tangled song?
Yes.
Yes. I die. That's so funny.
It's here. Let me see if I can...
While she's looking, my favorite sound right now is the one where it's like, according to the judgment of the oratrice mechanistia least cardin, that one. And it has like another one, bats the dust, in the background. It's so funny. I made a video of that with my cat, Esty, and it's too funny to me. I just think it's hilarious.
Okay, so if I put this up to the mic, is it gonna like hear it? Okay.
You should.
But yeah, I also am currently obsessed with that one because I think it's just so funny that like rappers are like dancing to their like hardcore, like intense songs.
But it still matches.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put a video overlay on the YouTube video. Go watch the YouTube video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, open the YouTube video.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next question. These are would you rather.
Oh.
Would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
Oh.
Both are awful.
Those
by
are
the way.
awful.
Yeah. I think I'd rather be itchy.
I don't know. Because I feel like being itchy is just so, like, sticky. Oh my gosh. This is.
You know, imagine like your hands are always sticky.
Okay, yeah, that would really bother me. Probably
like everything
itchy.
you touch. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be itchy.
And it depends on what level of itch.
Yeah.
Because, like, we kind of are. I kind of am constantly itchy all the time.
But, like, not like a bug bite, like, level
Right.
itch. That would be horrible.
That would be awful.
Personally, I have a lot of food allergies, so, like, I sometimes get hives and, like, itching and stuff like that. And, like, it's not horrible, but, like, I still wouldn't want to live with it every day.
Yeah. Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah.
I got hives for no reason, like, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my God,
I told you
remember
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
They went away, so that's good. But, like,
Yeah.
I got them for, like, 2 days. And I don't know why. I thought it was my cat.
That's
not
so
allergic to my
weird.
cat. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, no, Esty,
I would cry.
such a sweetheart.
She is such a cutie. Okay. Would you rather live 1,000-year life or 10 100-year lives? And let's say you don't age past like 40. Like you get to 40 and you're done.
What about, like, other people? Is it just, like, you?
Just
like,
you.
Just you. Oh.
Just you. So if you live the 1,000-year life,
Then you're just, like,
never seeing people again. But you live the 10 100-year lives, you're still not seeing anyone again. But at least you're a baby for part of it again.
yeah, maybe. I think I would do the 10, 100 years.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like if you stopped aging and you found, like, the love of your life or something, and, like, they continue to get old, it's like a Twilight situation.
Aw,
Where,
that's
like,
so sad.
have you seen Twilight?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Like, you know, like, in the scene where she's, like, in her, like, I don't know, she's
Oh,
just,
and
like,
she thinks it's her grandma,
yes,
but it's her. Yeah.
Like, that would be awful.
That would not be fun.
No.
I don't know. I think I'd want to live 1,000-year life.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't need to not fuck it up right away.
Yeah.
Because if you mess up, like, you get a life sentence.
Yeah.
You're in there for 900 years. You're like, ugh.
That would suck.
Like, what do you think the cops would do if they give someone a life sentence, but then they just stop aging at 40 and live
forever.
200,
like,
300
yeah.
years? Like, at what point have they served a life?
That's
you know what
so
I mean?
True. Because, like, there's some people who have, like, gotten sentenced to, like, life, but then they'll also get, like, 50 or 60 years extra onto their life sentence.
Yeah.
Like, they are never getting out.
Right. Or it's, like, double, like, 2 life sentences.
Yeah.
It's just that that's
How's
not
that
so they
even
can
work?
get parole. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. That's so weird.
I just need to not, like, mess up that badly.
No.
Which I don't think I would, but, like,
You never know.
you never know.
Shit happens.
All right. Ella, what do you want for Christmas this year? What's
Oh,
on your
so
Christmas
much.
wish list?
So
Read it
much.
off. Send us the Amazon list.
Oh, it's all on Amazon too. Because I wanted to make it easier for my grandparents and stuff. Because I feel like sometimes when you're like looking at things and you like send them something and then they get you like the complete opposite of what it actually is.
Yeah.
Like I love my grandparents, love my family, but I wanted to make sure it was really easy for them. So like it's literally just like an Amazon like
That's
little
beautiful.
list, I guess. And so we got some badge reels. and some cups. They're like the little glass cups with like the wooden lids and the straws.
Yes,
I'm
those are so
obsessed with
cute.
them. A Kendra Scott necklace, which is just like a white one. It's just like a pearly kind of color. Some earrings from Amazon. This chapstick that I'm totally obsessed with, it's the First Aid Beauty one.
Okay.
It's so good, but it's so expensive. So I don't justify buying it with my own money.
How expensive is so expensive for chapstick?
I mean, like, chapstick should not be more than $10, right?
No.
Okay, this one is, this one's actually on sale right now. Okay. Well, originally, it looks like it's supposed to be like $10.50-ish, but now it's only $9.
Okay.
But yeah, it's literally only 0.5 fluid ounces. So, like, it's like not that big of a chapstick. But it's super expensive. And then we got some body scrubs. Just like, what's the brand? Like the popular one? Tree Hut.
Oh, okay.
The Tree Hut scrubs.
Okay.
A stethoscope. I really want a Littman. They're so expensive, and I can't justify buying it with my own money because I have a stethoscope. It just doesn't really do justice of what this one can do.
Okay.
Yeah, just so much. Like makeup, lots of makeup.
Yeah.
The self-curling irons. Have you seen those? Like the ones you push the button and it like curls itself.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
I feel like that'd rip my hair out. I feel like it would really get tangled and just like.
See, it helps with the thin, like shorter hair. Like there's not really much that I can do that with.
Jealous.
But yeah, and then like some like gift cards. Like I would really love like Target, Aldi, like Trader Joe's gift cards, because I would drive out for Trader Joe's if I had a gift card.
Trader Joe's, I love Trader Joe's
and Starbucks. I need coffee.
Yes. Trader Joe's, their marketing is actually so interesting. Can I tell you about this for a second? Okay. Because most of the time, grocery stores, they have like every option under the sun. You think of Hy-Vee, you think of Walmart. They have like 20 different versions of barbecue sauce. They have 20 different versions of chicken. They have a lot of options because they want to be able to appeal to everybody. Trader Joe's, you have like one or two of each thing, right? Yeah. You have very, very limited options, and that's for a purpose because they do it in a way where the big grocery stores, people get decision fatigue, and then they don't try new things in their buying process. They always stick with what they know, because if they try and pick a new one, it's like, oh, there's this and this and this, and they can't make a decision. Yeah.
I can never make decisions.
Yes.
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, it's so good because there's only so many things, so you don't get that decision fatigue, and you're more open to trying new things, which means you get more favorites, which means you shop there more often, which means you buy more stuff from them.
That's so crazy.
And there's so many different levels of like their marketing, because you ever seen a Trader Joe's billboard? Ever seen a Trader Joe's ad in the paper? Ever heard of radio? No. They don't do any sort of the traditional marketing, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Normally people do that.
Like every single kind of marketing under the sun.
Yeah.
Like Hy-Vee commercials, like Walmart commercials. Like,
yes. And they have the ads in the paper for their deals. Trader Joe's doesn't do that because they don't need to.
Because there's so many people who want to shop there anyway.
Yes. And you know how their parking lots are always full?
Yeah.
It's because they're in a smaller store. And normally they're in like a strip mall kind of situation. And since they're in a strip mall, it's normally based, like the parking size division is based on how big your store is. So the bigger stores get more parking spots. Makes sense. Well, since their store is smaller, they have less parking spots, which in turn makes people think it's like a luxury to be there. Like it's exclusive if you can get a good, like if you can get a parking spot. Like that's why people want to go to Trader Joe's. It's crazy, and there's more. I could go on.
They really just have a hold on everyone.
Yes.
Like they literally just said, "Come shop here, and you'll stay here forever." It's like a cult.
It is like a cult. I love Trader Joe's.
Because once I went there, I like have not stopped going back. Like every time I go home, my family lives in like West Omaha, so every time I go home, I'm like, "Can we go to Trader Joe's?" Like I always have like just the random little things I see on like TikToks, like people like the must tries at Trader Joe's, like for the winter season, or like. And that's where I see everything about Trader Joe's.
And they have their seasonal stuff. Yes. And that is also like an exclusivity kind of thing. It makes people want to buy it. Like my dad, he loves their like pumpkin pancake mix. Ooh. So when it's fall, like right now, he's bulking up on that shit. We have like 4 boxes in our pantry of just pumpkin pancake mix because he loves it so much, and we'll eat it throughout the year.
That's crazy.
So they get people with that because those are normally more expensive than all of their other kinds of things. So that's how they get people to spend more money. And they hire certain people. Sorry, I'm probably bored. Do you care?
No, I am listening. This is so interesting.
They hire certain people like to be very charismatic. Like that's kind of like a very natural thing. Their cashiers will kind of strike a conversation with you.
Dude,
is the kind of
that's the
people
one
they
thing that
want.
scares me when I go to the cashier line and they're like, "How's your day? What are you doing today?" Like, how's your weekend been? I'm like, I'm just trying to get my food. I'm
just trying to shop the Trader Joe lifestyle without telling my life story to this cashier. But they do that on purpose because they want to be more conversational. And then they also will stock their shelves and stock their freezer bin during store hours, like closer to the middle, like the heavy sections, because they want people to interact with their cashiers and like, or not cashiers, but like workers.
The workers. I've seen that. Every time I go there, I feel like there's always people like stocking things. Or like in the middle of the aisles, like just like standing there. And I'm like, I can't even get through right now.
Yeah. That's the downside.
Because the one in Omaha, the one we have here, is like really small.
She's tiny.
She's little.
She's tiny.
So like anything that blocks off like just like a foot of space, like you can't go anywhere.
Yeah. But they want you to be like, ask them, and then if you do ask them like, oh, where is this item, they're supposed to like walk you to where the item is and do that and make conversation with you there. And then they also have those little hand-drawn signs that make it a more personable feel, which people love, which drives conversion.
Yeah.
I love marketing.
It's so crazy.
Cool. And they have their freezer bins. That's the other really big piece of it. Their freezer bins are open most of the time in like the big stores.
You have to like open the doors.
You have to open the door. You can't really see through the glass because it's always fogged over. That also makes people stay with the items they know because they know where they're at.
Yeah.
The open freezer bins allows people to browse more easily and pick new things.
I have just learned so much about Trader Joe's that I never knew.
I watched like a 3-minute TikTok video about it, and that's where all this information came from. But it just makes so much sense.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It blows my mind.
Ugh, I love Trader Joe's.
Do you have any niche kind of interests like that you want to share on?
I'm trying to think of anything that I got like really into for a while. I don't think I have any like that I can like think of off the top of my head. I wish I did.
If you think of something, interrupt me.
I'm just gonna and start talking about it.
Yes, go on a rant. It's so fun. All right. In your opinion, how early is too early to talk about Christmas, listen to Christmas tunes, put up your tree? We have our tree up right now in our dorm. Ella got the tree.
Yes.
I added some lights and some ornaments. She added candy canes. It is the cutest little thing ever.
It's awesome. And it has like the little like lights on the outside of like the little like tree spikes. So then it's like you didn't have to put lights on it. We put lights on it anyway. But like,
I think it adds.
Yeah. But like it changes colors and it's so cute. Okay. I think it's too early if it's any time before Halloween. I love Halloween so much and I don't think we should take away anything from it. So as long as it hits November, I don't care what you do with your life because I put my Christmas tree. We put our Christmas tree up like a week after Halloween ended, and like my family, we wait until the end of it's the day after Thanksgiving, so that Friday we usually put our tree up.
Too late, in my opinion. You gotta have your tree up.
But we get real life trees, and so like we can't have them up for that long because like they'll start to die. And so we always do ours the Friday after Thanksgiving. But I don't know what we're gonna do this year because we're going to Kansas City to see my aunt for Thanksgiving. So it'll have to be the weekend, I guess. Ruining tradition.
Are you ready for Thanksgiving break? It's almost upon us.
I'm so excited. Although there's so much I have to do before Thanksgiving break starts. Like
you gotta do.
So much, like exams, and then we have some like papers that are due after Thanksgiving break, and for my developmental psych class, I have to interview my grandpa and ask him like questions about death and how he feels about it, and I am not ready for that. I'm so nervous. Like I talked to my mom about it, and I was like, "Do you think he's gonna be like okay with the questions that I have to ask?" And she's like, I mean, he probably has everything already, like, he's getting there. He's almost 70, so, like, you kind of have to, like, start thinking about those things. It just might not be the most comfortable thing to talk about with your grandchild.
Yeah.
But
when do you think you're going to write a will?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like when I get married,
I don't really have anything to put in there right now. Like,
I have some cash. Some cash in the bank, but it'll just, like, go to my parents to decide, and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Put it in my mom, dad. Put my money, if I die, in my sister's and my brother's college fund. Thank you.
Yes,
bye.
You're so sweet.
I wrote a will in 7th grade, like a fake one.
Oh,
like a fake one
like
on
for
paper.
Class?
For my friends.
Oh.
And it was like, if I die, what do you guys want? And one of them, my dad makes really good chocolate chip cookies. We have some in the dorm.
Oh, I still need to try one.
We have 2 left. We'll eat them after
Okay,
this.
perfect. It's a reward.
They're really good, guys. Oh my god. And he used to say there's a secret ingredient. The secret ingredient is peanut butter. All right.
Oh.
Add a dollop of peanut butter to your cookie batter. Oh, so
Yum.
good. It's so good. But she was like, if you die, what I want from you in your will is 100 of your dad's chocolate chip cookies. I'm like, I don't really own those, but sure. It's going down. And then I got stung by a jellyfish that next summer. So I was like, guys, pull out the will. I'm dying.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what do you want? So that was really fun.
Oh my gosh.
I know I have that somewhere, but I don't know where.
Oh,
it's somewhere in my room.
That'd be so funny if you like find it and read it over.
I think it would be really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, hit that 10K subscriber goal, and I will read my will to my 7th grade friends, who I maybe talked to 2 of them now. Well, that's okay.
That's what happens.
Yeah. One of them is one of them is dating my cousin's best friend, who is also dating a girl that she's friends with. It's like my school is tiny.
Yeah.
There's like 5 couples who have like been dating since freshman year of high school. Hey, how do you do that?
I don't know, because that's how my school was too. There's a whole bunch of people. I know people who are already getting married next year.
I know someone who's getting married next year too.
And I'm like,
congrats to Macy and Grayson. I'm gonna be in the wedding.
Like, I just think that's so wild, because like I haven't had a real relationship in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even keep track of like time where I had like a serious real boyfriend. And I'm okay with it.
I've had a boyfriend in my 19 years of living. So I've been single for like a solid, 6 months now.
Yeah. And so I just, props to them for being able to find somebody that actually like likes them.
That early. And like,
I just don't think I could do it.
I'm not the same person I was freshman year. Not even close. So it's like, how do you
judge? Like,
I don't know.
Like, I feel like I want to wait. Like, my aunt, she's a total girl boss. She, like, got married, like, pretty late. She didn't have kids. She didn't want kids. But, like, now her and her husband they've lived, like, they've lived in St. Louis. They lived in Las Vegas. They've lived in, where else have they lived? Oh, Chicago. They've lived in Omaha, obviously. Like, they've just been able to move around so much and, like, enjoy their lives. Like, at one point, like, she makes so much money with her job. She loves working. That's, like, her thing in life. She loves to work. And one time they're like, oh, maybe we'll, like, retire in Portugal. So then they took a 2-week vacation to Portugal. Like, that is my goal.
I want that for my life.
They have a cute little dog. Like, she is so spoiled. It's so awesome.
That is so, so fun. What would be your, like, life dream? Like, what do you want for your life? If money's not an issue, where are you living? What are you doing? Ooh. Like, what is your ideal life?
That's such a good question. Well, currently, so me and my mom watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 the other night. And so now I'm really determined to learn Greek and move to Greece with my nursing degree and like my nursing license and work in Greece as a nurse. I don't know where that idea came from, other than we watched a movie about them people going to Greece, and I was like so obsessed with it. Works for me. Yeah. So that's honestly
Mamma Mia looks fun.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And so I was like, you know what? I'm on Duolingo. I have a 12-day streak right now learning Greek.
Whoop whoop, way to go.
Yes.
Duolingo is kind of scary. I've never used it, but like their TikTok is so funny.
It's so funny. I love Duolingo, except now like you have to like pay for it.
What?
Not like pay for it unless you want like the free, like there's a free version, but like if you don't want ads, if you want like unlimited hearts, like because if you mess up, you like lose a heart. Like they shouldn't like penalize you for getting a word
for
wrong.
learning
For learning a language.
Guys, Duolingo, fix this shit.
Right?
What is that?
And so that's kind of annoying, but you know what? It's fine. I'm learning Greek, and I'm going to move to Greece, and I'm going to live in Greece.
All right. Find you a sexy Greek husband.
Yes,
you know
that was like the main thought in my mind when I saw the movie. There's so many of them there, and like the beaches and just everything about it. The partying scene, like everything. So awesome.
The European food's like so much better for you than American food. We have a lot of like foreign exchange students here at Midland for like sports and stuff, and they always complain about the food. They're like, why is there sugar in freaking everything? And I'm like, literally. Yeah, I'm with you. But that sounds so fun. I am kind to decide like what language I should learn, because I really do want to learn a second language, just because I feel like everyone should. Yeah. But I don't know which language to learn, because it will depend on which country I want to go to. Yeah. Because I think I want to live out of the country for a few years of my life. Too. Maybe not forever, but like definitely a good 3 to 5 years. Yeah. So I'm curious, like, What language do you think I should learn?
You could learn, like, French.
We like freaking talk like I have no tongue.
That'd be so fun, though. Because then you could go to France.
I feel like French people are mean.
They are,
that's
but
what
like
I've heard.
But
Maybe
like
that's a stereotype.
That's like if you're like a real tourist though. Like if you can like speak the language, if you don't wear like exercise clothes out in public, like you just have to like abide by like their
social standards. Yeah.
And I feel like they wouldn't be as mean.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're, like, showing up, like, talking, like, you're wearing your sweatpants and your, like, sweatshirt around France and you're talking English trying to ask them where the bathroom is.
Yeah. They're going to be mean.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever been out of the country before?
No. Well, okay, kind of. I don't really count it because technically Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Mm-hmm. But I went to Puerto Rico, like, it would have been a couple spring breaks ago when I was still in high school. Mm-hmm. Best experience of my life. It was so much fun. We didn't like stay on like resorts or anything. Mm-hmm. We went to the other side of the island actually because we didn't want to be like around the tourists and stuff. And we stayed in an Airbnb and just like rented a car. And it was so awesome because our little Airbnb, like, we had our own private beach in the backyard. Like, you couldn't really swim at it because it was a little rocky and, like, rough. But then you could, like, travel to all these different kinds of beaches. And, like, it was so fun. And, like, the people there just love having, like, visitors. Like, they just love having people come and see everything. So cool. And they're super sweet and super nice.
Who did you all go with?
It was just my family. So my parents and my brother. Yeah. Fun. It was so cool.
Do you have any, like, really standout moments you remember from the trip?
Actually, yeah. So we went deep sea fishing.
Ooh, that's so cool.
I caught a tuna, and it was like I had to hold it like this because like it was so large. It was like that big.
Like a good 3 feet.
Yeah, and I was like holding it like this, and I was like, because like at the time I was like, I don't want to go fishing. I want to sit on the beach, and I want to have a pina colada and do absolutely nothing. Yeah. Like, why would I want to go fishing on a stinky boat? Like, what? Yeah. And so, like, at first, I'm just, like, laying on the boat, like, doing my thing. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, like, one of the guys, he was like, come on. Like, you can do it. Yeah. You can do it. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll do it. And then I get up there, and I'm, like, holding onto the reel, and, like, something, like, almost, like, yanks me into the water.
Geez.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to need some help here. So then they helped me, and then I reeled it up, and it was giant tuna. Nice. And then we chopped it up and ate it for dinner.
Nice. That is so cool.
Yeah. It was so fun.
I've only caught a fish, I think, twice in my life. Mm-hmm. And the first time I caught a fish, it was like this big. Yeah. A little guy.
Just a little baby.
I named him Yummy, and my grandpa filleted him and cooked him for me for dinner. And I ate it because it was like, again, like
tiny little
2 inches of meat. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. I think the last time I went fishing was like.
Was he yummy?
5th grade. He was yummy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And he was alive for enough to name him. I got attached. I might have cried when my grandpa killed him. I was like, what? You mean we're actually going to eat him? I thought Yummy was a joke. Yummy was the joke. I wasn't actually going to eat him. My dad was like, nah, he's on the grill.
Oh my gosh.
It was good. I've never ate a fish I've caught before. Which
neither had I until then.
Healthy. I don't know if that's safe.
Maybe not like a freshwater fish. Like was it freshwater?
It was from a lake.
Yeah, I don't know.
From a man-made lake in Nebraska.
Because the guy that we went fishing with, like, that's all he does for a living. Like, you literally pull back into the, like, docking area, and he has, like, the whole, like, cutting board and, like, everything set up. So, like, he kind of just does that for a living, and he knows, like, where to, like, cut and where to, like, pull everything out and everything. So, like, we trusted him because he was also, I think he said he was, like, ex-Marines or something. Like, for the United States, and he went down there to retire. And now they live in a surfing community. Apparently, they hold, like, a lot of surfing competitions down there because it was in, it was like Aguada, Puerto Rico, or like there was another name like close to us, and I think that was more of like the surfing community, but it was super cool.
That is so fun. How long is the flight down there? Do you remember?
I think so we had to fly on the way down there. We flew from Omaha to I think it was. We had a connecting flight somewhere. I can't remember. Maybe like St. Louis. And we flew from St. Louis to Puerto Rico, which it wasn't too long. I think like max like 6 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
It could be worse. Yeah. And then on the way back, let me tell you though, we had to stop in Orlando.
Okay.
Can you imagine like 25 children having to leave Disney World and come back to Nebraska on a plane?
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds
so like
awful.
Just like crying children, angry children. Like,
oh my god.
It was not fun.
It was awful. That sounds
it was so
really,
awful.
really not fun. That sounds hard on your ears.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And like we just had to like sit there and like listen to these crying children because they had to leave
like Disneyland.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is so awful.
That is awful.
Yeah.
I went down to Costa Rica, I think my 6th or 7th grade year. Sorry, this is really hurting my ear. My earring is popping out.
Oh, no.
But we flew down to, Costa Rica, and we went through Texas on the way down, and it was fine, except I got food poisoning on the plane. No. So we bought normal tickets for the flight down, and I think we flew Southwest to Houston, and then we flew Delta to Costa Rica. And for some reason, all of our tickets except one got upgraded to first class. So it was, I went with my aunt, 2 of my cousins. One was my age, one was like 5, 6 years younger than me, 7 years younger than me, and then my grandma and me. It was a really weird group of people. Yeah. But it was really, really fun. Let me tell you. But my cousin who was my age, his name is Zach, he had to sit in between like 2 kind of bigger guys on the plane for like the 6-hour flight, and we all got like first class meals. Like we got food and like a hot towel. I was like, oh my god,
this is like royalty treatment.
It's the only time I've flown first class in my life. It was so cool.
First class.
But yeah, I think the meal gave me like indigestion. Like we landed, I got off the plane, popped my ears, and was like, I need to throw up. Went to the bathroom, hurled in the coast. First thing I did in Costa Rica, threw up. First thing I did, puked. It was, and I proceeded to get food poisoning 2 more times on that trip. We were there for a week and a half. I spent maybe half of it throwing up.
That's so sad.
It was a great trip though. Let me tell you, I went zip lining. We went to the beach. I got in a cool tub. Apparently in Costa Rica, they didn't have a hot tub outside. They had a cool tub. Oh. We were not expecting that when we jumped in. And I was like, oh.
Was it like really cold? Like,
it was like
an ice bath?
Really, yeah, it was like really, really cold. Like
I guess that makes sense for like down there. Like, a hot tub wouldn't really make sense.
But we were like in the mountains. It was kind of rainy. So we went and swam in the pool because we're like, this is fun. Yeah. And then we were like, oh, let's go get in the hot tub. We're kind of cold. Oh my God, it was freezing. It worse. Yeah. But it was a great trip. We also didn't stay at a resort. We stayed. Yeah. My grandma and grandpa used to host like foreign exchange students when their kids were in high school. Yeah. So they hosted one guy from Italy. Shout out Manny. Manny, if you're listening. Dude, my family has a saying, which I thought was a universal saying until I came to college last year. And it's screwed up like Manny, because apparently Manny couldn't really do anything right. As he wasn't good at sports. No, he wasn't good at school. Manny. He didn't get along with people. So whenever they got a call from the school about Manny and like something he did or he got in trouble, they were like, screwed up like Manny again. And now my dad and my mom say that as growing up, if you make like a dumb like bonehead mistake, they're like, oh, screwed up like Manny. So I said that at some point last year in college, and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I mean,
doesn't everybody say that?
Yeah, didn't you know that saying? Like, screwed up like Manny. Yeah, no, that's just my family. Feel free to use that phrase.
Yeah, I'm going to start using it now.
Yeah. Man, it was, when I learned that was about a person, I was like, oh.
You've been saying that about somebody this whole time.
Yeah, needless to say, they have not contacted Manny since he left. But they have stayed in really close touch with, oh my gosh, I know their name. They had 2 foreign exchange ladies from Costa Rica. One when their kids were in high school, and one maybe like 20 years ago. Okay. Herodina, that's her name. She is so lovely. She's so nice. So we stayed with her family for a while.
That's so fun.
And we drove out to the beach for a few days, and we stayed with her family again over New Year's. And New Year's was so fun. We got to like hit a piñata, and there were fireworks in town.
Oh my gosh.
It was super duper fun. And then we went up to the mountains for a few days.
I love mountains.
It was a great trip, except for the fact that I was throwing up half the time. Yeah. But we made it work. I made the best of it.
It was so fun.
I was like 12, 13. I was resilient, all right? I just bounced back. You throw up, puke and rally.
Especially when you're in a different country.
Yes. But then on the way home, our flight got canceled because a volcano erupted. Yeah, and the smoke in the sky was causing all the planes to get delayed. So we drove across the country, which is like a 3-4 hour drive.
Yeah, like it's
not like America across the country, but like across the country to the other only other airport that would fly us back to the U.S. And we had to change all our flights, and we got delayed.
Wow.
I missed the first day back for school after winter break because this was over like Christmas.
Yeah.
We left on Christmas Day. It was a great time. But then we flew back through Atlanta and then home. So. Yeah.
Good times.
That was my Costa Rica
that's
trip.
so fun.
It was really fun. That's the first time I was ever out of the country.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I think I ever remember being on a plane. So, because I was on a plane when I was like 2 years old.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't count.
I know.
Where was the first place you ever flew that you remember?
Vegas.
Ooh.
Yeah, because my aunt and my grandma used to live there.
City of Sin.
Yes, we were getting our gambling on apparently at age 12. We flew to go see them and like visit them, and I mean it was just me and my brother at that time because the first time we went to Vegas we actually drove. My family is a very big like driving family, so we mainly drove everywhere. But like since it was just me and my brother going,
road trip,
they just flew us down there because it'd be easier.
Yeah.
And so it was a straight flight to Vegas, whatever. But then my aunt picks us up in a limo to go to her work.
Oh my gosh.
So then we got to ride in a limo through Vegas.
That is so
to get
fun.
to like her casino that she works at because she like manages and runs like casinos.
Yeah.
And that's why she lived in Vegas is because
so
obviously
cool. Right.
Very big.
Yeah, if you're going to work at a casino, work in Las Vegas. Come on.
Definitely. And so that was super cool. Definitely
that is
like
so cool.
One of my like core memories is being able to like ride in a limo. And then actually, do you know the band Old Dominion?
I think so.
Like the one, it's written in the sand. Like,
oh, yeah.
Okay. So before I knew who they were and like I ever listened to them, so my aunt got us like a little cabana at one of the resorts in Vegas, like just like go swimming and like get snacks and stuff like that. So it was actually at the casino that she worked at. And so they trusted her to be in a specialty cabana right next to Old Dominion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you say hi?
Yeah. I didn't know who they were, but like I was like I was like, hey.
Ignore that.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
but they trusted her enough to like make sure that we weren't gonna like bother them the whole time and be like, oh my gosh, like,
right.
this is so crazy. No, we literally just like we're like, hey, and then we just like went back to going swimming and like.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that is really, really neat.
That was such a fun trip.
I've never been to Las Vegas, but I really, really want to go.
It's fun. I mean, I obviously haven't been there like at an age old enough to where I can actually do the things that you usually do in Vegas. Yeah. But I would
be 21 to gamble.
Yeah. No.
18.
21.
21.
It's 18. So I actually learned this the other day. My friend Gwen was going to Texas for a wedding, and they stopped in Oklahoma. And there's a casino in Oklahoma, and so it's on like a reservation. And actually, on reservations, you can be 18 and gamble.
Oh.
So she actually got to like go gambling for the first time
Good
in preparation of going to Vegas for her 21st birthday.
Fun. Well, and I think there's like different states you can gamble at 18 because like. I remember going to Milwaukee and like my friend at the time being able to gamble because she was 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Maybe, yeah. Maybe
I mean,
it
she
just
bought
depends.
a scratch ticket. She didn't like spin a wheel or anything.
Maybe that's it. Because I know at 18 you can get like scratch tickets. Because
Yeah.
like, I can go to the gas station and get a scratch ticket.
Oh my God. I can do that.
Yeah.
I never have.
Yeah, neither have I. Maybe we could go do that after this.
We're going to eat some cookies, get some scratch tickets, and go to the new Hunger Games movie.
Yes.
That is our plan for the evening. That'll be so fun.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. Okay.
Yes.
Last question of the day, but certainly not least. What is your most recently reposted TikTok?
Okay. let me pull it up.
All right. I'm going to pull mine up as well.
So mine is, so obviously I grew up with a brother. He's 16 months older than me. So we were like definitely like the siblings that would fight each other all the time, like over the tiniest things, like fight. Okay. So it's behind every girl who's convinced she can take anyone in a fight is a brother who beat the shit out of her when they were growing up.
I love that. Okay, send that to me and I will put it on the screen for our YouTube watchers. Thank you. Shout out YouTube. Like and comment, subscribe, click the bell, by the way, promo plug.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then for mine that I recently reposted, it was about like how Hozier makes me feel. No, wait. An album that will be banned from my car and why, and it's Unreal Unearth. And if you know me, I love Unreal on Earth. So you're like, why would you ban it? It's because my car would do this. I think that's too funny.
I love that.
Yes. What's your favorite, like, newest album, actually? Second, that was not the last question. It's like, this is the last question.
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't keep up on new music. That's my issue. Like, if I find a song, I'll, like, put it in my playlist. I'm like, oh, this is good. But, like, I don't really, like, follow anybody. Like, I'm not, like, one to be like, oh, my God, I'm waiting for this album. Like, I'm waiting.
That's crazy. What's the last concert you went to?
Oh, gosh. I've not been to a concert in so long.
Really?
I'm actually going to Morgan Wallen this August.
Fun.
So that's going to be super exciting. I mean, I went to Kansas City Power Lights with my mom and my aunt and some of her friends, but I think it was more of like I think it was Riley Green. No, that doesn't sound right. It was somebody.
Okay.
It wasn't like not like a super popular.
Gotcha.
Like he definitely has some really good songs and like a following, but he's not one that I'm like I really wanted to go see him.
Gotcha.
Like, it was just for fun to go hang out.
Okay. See, that is like the opposite of me. Like I have my my artists that I love. Like I saw Taylor Swift this summer. That was my most recent concert. And then in April, I'm going to see Hosier and Noah Kahan and a bunch of other really talented artists at a festival, and I'm just so excited for it, dude. I'm so excited. I got the presale code. Like I signed up to get the presale code. And literally when it was noon, I refreshed that button. I hit it. I was on the site. I bought the tickets. And now it's sold out. So
wow.
I'm really, really, really excited. I think, okay, that's it. Do you have anything else you want to tell the camera that you got to get off your chest?
No, I don't
Closing
think
remarks.
so. I had so much fun.
Yay! All right. Where can we find you? What platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on like X or whatever it's called.
Twitter.
I'm on that, but like TikTok. I don't really post anything though. The only thing I mainly post on is Instagram.
Gotcha.
It's Ella R. Quandt.
Go follow her Instagram.
Be so nice.
Above. Yes, all right. Well,
Yay.
thank you. Thank you for listening, guys. Wear your seatbelt, brush your teeth, and Ella, it was so nice to talk to you.
Yes, it was so nice.
All
Thank
right.
you.